Okay, so we're going to solve. Negative 12 is less than or equal to 4x plus 8, which is less than or equal to 32. This is what we call a compound inequality. What is different between this inequality and the inequality we did on the bell work? There's two inequalities. That is why it's called compound, because in this one we have two problems. And what I mean by two problems is if I take the 32 out, I have this problem. So I'm going to write that one first. So negative 12 is less than or equal to 4x plus 8. That's one problem. Then if I cross this out, I have 4x plus 8 is less than or equal to 32. Most of the time, I noticed I said most of the time, right? When you can break it up that way and you have this expression in between two inequalities, it ends up being an and. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So our job now is to solve both of these inequalities, just like we did in section 1.5. So I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides on this problem. Negative 12 minus 8. Negative 20 is less than or equal to 4x. And now what am I going to do? I'm going to divide each side by 4. And I get negative 5 is less than or equal to x. So that's the first one that we have.
Oh, because we didn't divide it.
Right. Now I'm going to solve the other one. Subtract 8 from both sides. Four x is less than or equal to, what is 32 minus 8? Okay. And then I'm going to divide by 4. These cancel out. X is less than or equal to 6. Now, what we have to do, just like we did before, is we're going to have to draw a number line, okay? We're going to draw one number line. We're going to graph both of them on that one number line.
Do we have to check the answer?
Yes, we are going to check the answer. So I'm going to write negative 5 is my smallest, so I'm going to just do one after it, and then I'm just going to make this number line. Okay. So I'm gonna put either a closed circle or an open circle on negative 5, an open circle or a closed circle on negative 6. I don't want to shade anything yet because I want to show you how to shade. Okay, so is it a closed circle or open circle on negative 5? Closed. Open or closed on positive 6? Okay. Now, if you look at my number line, it's divided into 3 parts. This part right here, which is less than negative 5. The part that's in between negative 5 and 6. And then the other part that's greater than 6. I'm going to show you how you can make sure that you're graphing in the correct place. When you plug something in, it needs to make this entire thing true. Okay, so I'm going to pick 0. 0 is in between 5 and 6, so we're going to test it. What is 4 times 0?
0.
What is 0 plus 8? So let's make sure. Is negative 12 less than or equal to 8? Is that true? Negative 12 is less than 8? is 8 less than or equal to 32? So what you just told me is if I plug 0 in, it's true. So we're going to shade in between there. When your variable is in between the inequality signs like that, that is what we call an AND. And it means that anything in between these two numbers will make it true. Now I'm going to show you what I mean by it won't make it true. So I'm going to pick a number that's greater than 6. So that's on this side. I'm going to take 10. I'm just going to show you why you didn't graph there. 4 times 10 is 40. 40 plus 8 is 48. Negative 12 is less than or equal to 48. That is true. 48 is not less than or equal to 32. So I can't shade there because it didn't make them both true at the same time. That's what you're looking at. So anything in between these two numbers will make this compound inequality true. Now there's two things that we're going to do. We're going to write it in set builder notation again. So set builder notation, my variable is x. Now if you're not sure and it's an and, sorry you guys. You're going to start with this negative 5. I know you guys. You're going to use this and then x. And then you're going to close it. There's one more type of notation I'm going to give you, and it's called interval notation. And a lot of your classes next year will use it, and you will also see it. You might see it on the PSAT, SAT. So interval notation, it stops and starts. We're going to practice it. This is not something that I will test you on the test on Friday, but it is something that we're going to work on, okay? So because it's a closed circle, I'm going to do a bracket. That means it's stopping right there. And it's negative 5. I'm going to put a comma. And then because it stops at 6, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put a bracket. That's interval notation. Set builder notation for sure on the test. Interval notation, it will be coming later. But we're gonna practice it and get better at it before I give you a test on it, okay? What questions do you have?